What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here. Welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 15 Newcastle United Career Mode. In today's episode, guys, we have two matches, the first of which is against Sheffield Wednesday, and quite surprisingly, to be honest, we ended up making it to the final of the Capital One Cup. Now, as I said from day dot, I had no ambition to play or do well in the FA Cup or the Capital One. I don't give a shit about it. My main objective was to hit top 4 or top 5 to try and get European football this year. But we did manage to simulate our way all the way to the final, which I thought I'd be obliged to hopefully get Newcastle their first piece of silverware for this year, for this season, which I think is an opportunity. I thought it'd be a good match to show as well. But we also have a match later on the episode against Manchester United. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see where we end up in the league. Obviously, we're versing Manchester United, who are number 1 at they're first. They're at the top of the Premier League. We're currently second. So statistically, we could win the Premier League. But I'm not going to give into speculation or rumours. We can statistically win, but to be quite honest, I don't think it's possible. I think we're going to make top 4, top 3. Hopefully we do. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below, where do you think we will finish in the Premier League? Obviously, we don't have Champions League football with the other top 4, top 5 sides. We brought in so much squad depth, and we brought in some fantastic young players. And speaking of fantastic players that we brought in, Jovetic is on fire in this match, makes it 2-0, and he scores his second goal. And what a fantastic player he has been up front. Jovetic and Cabella just link up so many times. Tirat, we haven't really played with him all that too much, so it's still very much early days for him, but De Jong's been a solid part as well. Now, guys, I just want to quickly recap the last episode for you guys. We ended up, unfortunately, drawing 1-1 at Crystal Palace. Those matches we really should be winning, and it was Wanyama, the Southampton man, who we did bring in for Czech Toyota. He ended up scoring on his debut and getting the man of the match. We also had a shaky start to that episode, but we ended up winning 2-0 against Manchester City. You might think, oh, Simpzy, 2-0 against Manchester City. Well done, you dominated them. No, those 2 goals were scored in the 90th minute, and there's Jovetic there, the captain at Newcastle. I'll go back to that match against Manchester City, but I just want to show you the cutscene here of us winning our first piece of silverware this season. I'm hoping it's many more to come, and it's really good to see the side there celebrating, and I'm hoping the board is happy with me as well, because this next match is going to be interesting. But, like I said, against the Manchester City match, we end up scoring 2 goals in the 90th minute, and those 2 goals weren't even from the players that were starting the match in the starting 11. We did do a triple threat substitution, bringing on Lee Ho, Anita, and Lasogga. Lasogga came off the bench, ended up scoring, and Anita managed to intercept Company to make it 2-0. So 2 goals in the 90th minute, and looking at the stats from that match, it was just like, there wasn't many highlights. That episode was actually surprisingly short, because it was just back and forth, tiki-taka football, just ping-pong. No one could get their shots off. It was just everyone was losing possession in the middle of the park and couldn't seem to build up to anything. There wasn't actually that many shots in that game, to say the least. But we do have a home match against Manchester United. And if we can bring a draw, most likely not a win, after that match against the FA Cup, so our side is heavily weakened. I could have done a bit of rotation, but I really wanted to field my first starting 11 against United, and then maybe at half-time or the 75th I might bring on the triple threat. But they're pretty close to us on goal difference, only 1 goal, when Chelsea's currently 3rd with a 16 on goal difference. So it's still pretty tight in this Premier League, but it's really the top 2 are going away. Fletcher manages to get a header off, manages to hit the crossbar. Lasogga also manages to hit the bar as well, because I did bring him on just after half-time. My right back manages to hit the post. Now, what a goal that would have been. Adnan Januzaj, the number 11, who used to be Ryan Giggs' number, whips it into Carrick. And Carrick did hit the post, so I guess he was well deserved to get that header off. And Adnan just dominated my defense to make it 1-0 against United. He's currently the captain at the moment on the field. I don't know. I find it disappointing that we're 1-0 down against United, but I'm a Manchester United supporter, so I'm kind of happy for them as well. But Robin van Persie should have buried that, to be quite honest. Angel Di Maria was really pissed, but Lasogga manages to draw a penalty just before the 85th minute. So maybe we can get a draw off this. It was actually Evans. So obviously Jovetic, Cabella, and Delta out were knackered from the cup match final. So Lasogga he was doing all right, but my God, I have no idea how I managed to do that. I absolutely blasted with Lasogga's first penalty of the Newcastle United Career Mode, and it was an absolute shocker. But we did end up losing only 1-0 against United, so at least it wasn't a rout. We did save some humility. It wasn't like a 2-0 or a 3-0 or God forbid a 4-0. Touch wood, that doesn't happen. But guys, thank you very much for watching. If you've watched all the way through, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on this video to support this series and my channel. It only takes a second, and I will be bringing 2 videos of Career Mode out for you tomorrow. I can't wait to show you those episodes. Thank you very much, guys. Simpzy out.